Salutations, everyone! Welcome back to Total Warhammer 3. I'm Lord Forwind, still playing as Vlad and Isabella. We had a one-turn episode last time. It was rather brutal, so we'll see what happens this time. Once I get through all the stupid alerts. We're pushing the dwarves back in the south. We smashed a couple of their armies. We smashed the Warriors of Chaos, the bad guys. The Nurgle Warriors of Chaos, whose name I always forget. The Fecundites, there we go. And now we're starting to push south, as well as take advantage of their weakness to hopefully push somewhat north. I'm just dreading the day that Sigmarites and everything show up. And never mind, we're actually going to be fighting a battle. Now, if we can win this, this would be amazing, because this is, of course, Thorengrim. But it's a one army versus two, so we have a chance. We tied another battle last episode that was similar to this. The key for us is to set up towers and to hopefully get a good wall defense. Yeah, they're going to attack right here, which is a problem. Well, we have a strong garrison, and we have a decently strong army. So long as we can do... We also got some good crypt horrors. We can get a good flank off, as well as killing off some of their... if I could kill off their flying units with a bat, if I've got some. The cannons are a problem. We probably won't defend the walls as a result. Depends where the cannons are. Okay, first things first, the core of the army is pulled back. Okay, we do have a bat unit. Bat units are special. What are we looking at? Where are the cannons? Cannons are right there. So we do not want to defend right there. We want to defend here a bit, however. Because these towers do a lot of damage. And everything else here should be pulled back. Oh, I forgot to pull these guys back. There we go. Okay. Let's see. They actually are only attacking from two directions, which spares us the problem of having to defend a relatively indefendable position. Do that there. Critical there. I'll do one skeletal spearman, so we have that tower. Okay, everything else gets devoted to elsewhere on the battlefields. Although, where is the bats gonna be needed? The bats are gonna be needed here. Fair enough. We gotta target their flying machines with bats, hilariously. Okay, I think we're gonna try a flank here. Cav. Once they start getting to our walls, we'll flank with Cav. I am gonna put on this tower, because the actual point is a pretty good distance away. So what are we looking at for remaining units? We got some more skeletal spearmen. I'll deploy here to try and hold this area. Is this not a buildable location? Okay, it is. Weird. It looks like my units were messing it up somehow. That's what we're looking at. Put one of those there. I'll stick one over here to force them to send units to fight on that front. Actually, you know what? This is not the right tower to build. This is the tower we want to build. This is the same format as the last battle we had, basically. And this puts our walls in range so we can shoot them on the walls. This is going to be a much harder battle. Oh, I should deploy my units here. Okay. What do we need? Okay, we learned last time they're just going to simply start blasting us from range once they get here. So we do have those towers there. We have that one there. Basically the same map, just slightly reskinned. But we don't want to be obviously in range for them to just sit behind, out of range of our melee and shoot us. Oh, come on. Deploy more out. There we go. Our Karn race are important because they are armor piercing. So they got to be kept safe. Our grave guards and these guys have to be kept reasonably safe. And of course our lord has to be kept safe. Oh, come on, game. Sorry, having a little bit of trouble with their deployment. Moment. Thinking. Dangerous thing to do in a video game. Think. I'm thinking if we huck our units behind these houses / walls. First off, what is this gate supposed to be? Is this a prison? If so, can I deploy troops there? Because it's a better spot than I have anywhere else. No, it isn't. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so we have... I don't know if our towers are better than what we had before, but they should be pretty decent. Our last siege towers were really good. Yeah, they're gonna just charge straight in there. Okay. Let's see our zombie defense. Good. Right targets. We can kill off a flamethrower. That would be great. Oh, shoot. Bats were not attacking. They were just getting shot from a distance. Darn. Knew I forgot something. On the other hand... yeah, we're just not going to do anything there. See, I think the vampires should get some, I don't know, better powers or something, considering how useless things are versus range units. These guys aren't doing anything. Do I want to risk that? Yeah, let's risk the charge now. The bats will keep this unit tied down. My units here are just going to get shot to death. Or actually no, because apparently they just landed. In a pretty dumb move, I'd say. No, not dumb at all. They just landed, beat up our units, and then withdrew. Can't call that a dumb move. Any chance our bats are in range? Now they are. There we go. Get some more bats. Deploy into the quarrelers and stuff if we can. Don't let them get set up on the wall. Yeah, there we go. Tower is already shooting. Perfect. I need to throw up that. Nothing I can do about that mess. Well, we've killed, I don't know how many of their units. Something decent. I hope. Sadly, I think I'm better off shifting targets there. Oh, we disrupted their cannons. That's about all I can say we did. These guys, I don't know why they marched off the wall. Okay. I need more ranged. Actually, I need to heal on the bats. I need a really good tower here. I don't have it. Oh, how fun. They're actually deploying units to go kill my zombies. And, oh, wow. The zombies at this point are useless, so... We might actually just tie this again, to be honest, looking at it. Speed it up a little. I want to put a 2,000 defense here if I can. Magic tower would be really useful. Be nice if my bats can kill that gyrocopter, because then I can go after the other one. Okay, we got one. Where's the other gyrocopter? Go get them, boys. Okay, got the 2K tower going up. Toss a quick heal on those bats. I'm surprised how well that wall is held, actually, to be honest. Yeah, we're just getting wrecked by the flame-throwing dwarves. Not surprised. They still have one intact cannon, but everything else we beat up. Half decent, I guess. Heal monument. Where the heck am I? Oh, my zombies rallied on the wall. Yeah, as if that's going to make any difference. These guys are just tanky. Hard to kill. Didn't even damage Thorngrim. And if they want to keep shooting at my bats and wasting ammo, I'll take it, I guess. Now, these guys, are, again, don't seem to be going to occupy stuff as much. Although they did just take one. I can hide. I think they're coming for my main army there. Yeah, they're doing something. Boy, this wall out here, this crypt ghouls and everything, held out way longer than I expected they should have. Fire on the iron drakes, please. Maybe I'll get 2 shots off if I'm lucky. On the other hand, if they're going to leave this area exposed, I'm going to retake that. They just ignored that, which is fine. Is this tower going to shoot? Yes, but I don't even know what that was, because that was not accuracy. That was definitely not accuracy. Oh, I should heal my single target unit. Oh, no, that's useless. Sorry. They're not single targeted. Bother. Oh, my bats are still in combat. Yeah, victory battle. Okay. Now the fun starts. Assuming my tower hits. Oh, my poor vampire bats are going to finally die. Oh. Oh, they're obstructed. Good. They can't actually shoot. Oh, that's fine. Come on. These towers are so inaccurate. It hurts to watch. Six minutes. That tower has proved to be relatively useless. Trying to get these guys as weakened as possible. Oh, that's a problem. That's a real problem. Whoa! Oh, that's the stupid gyrocopters. Oh my gosh! They just killed like 200 of my units. Wow. Here I thought these guys were terrible. Wow, that changes things. They're almost out of ammo, thankfully, but ow. You know, I might have to change this thing's target because they can't seem to hit anything. Oh, we got Thorngrim came back to fight. 4 minutes. Oh, even these guys are getting a lot of kills too. Okay, 2 minutes. Can we hold out for 2 more minutes? Say we can, because I'm going to fall back. Kill the Slayer, hopefully. Eventually. There we go. Draw. That is a victory in my mind. We lost most of our garrison, but wow, did we decimate that army. Yeah, we wiped out a lot of their most dangerous units. Unfortunately, their iron breakers were never fought, which is a problem, but I'd say we did a pretty decent job, even if we lost our full garrison. Considering this was a trash army we pretty much raised to fight. Tower defenses and wall defenses are amazing. Unfortunately, most of the army is dead, but that's just how it goes. I wonder if we're ever going to see Grombrindle, the ancestral throng, considering he emerged on the other side of the map. Probably he'll get here. After all, it is Grombrindle. Okay, this was the battle I figured I would have, and I can't win this because it's a minor settlement. So, auto-resolve, lose most of our stuff. It's only Norska. I'm not worried about them. Too bad, though. Huh? Where did this army come from? Oh, this isn't good. I definitely can't win this battle. What a pain. Okay. Let's see what we got to work with. So we lost 2 armies in that battle. Oh, annoying. Okay, we've taken out that army.
King of Darkness. This better be important. Yes. What is your
Okay, let's start creating a better army there. So we got another invading force coming.
What do you want? You think so? No.
Still a strong army, isn't it?
Vlad von Karstein. More sleep shy.
I don't know where those 2 armies came from, but wow, that was a pain. Boost her. Can't win. Ay, ay, ay. Thormgrim is just annoying. Let's force march him to there. He's gonna get attacked, but hopefully it pulls him off. This guy. Do that. Okay, that's not good, but it's something. After all, we now have the ability to raise some more armies because we just lost several armies. Nothing to assassinate. You're kidding me. Huh. Very odd. Well, at least they'll take casualties for trying to siege my lands there. This will repair that. And we'll move forward. There. Okay. Trying to figure out how to get rid of this dwarf army on my doorstep here.
Then go. This suits my cause. Yes. Darkness comes. Nope. I will not disgrace
That's probably suicide, to be honest. Oh yeah, I forgot we get our banshees at a decent level now. Okay, that's that dealt with. We need an army over here. We have that one. That's not good enough. Let's get some troops. We don't have to raise them because we can just do raise dead later. Good. Okay, I think that's all we're gonna do. Actually, I'll upgrade that. This is gonna be interesting. And taking out 2 of my good armies was annoying. I have no idea where that army came from. Maybe it was invisible in an ambush stance, or I just totally missed it. But that was annoying.
We have much to discuss, and thou art most welcome.
No, I am not helping against the Wood Elves. Thankfully, Ikit seems to be dealing with Belegar's faction. Heroic victory, yay! Finally. Thorngrim, of course, still survives. He just lost versus a bunch of zombies. Okay, this is death here. So, well, we'll take the death. We killed 2 units. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, we killed a lot more units. This is the danger of following up battles in this game for the AI, is just because of how casualties are allocated. So, painful, but we got rid of some of their better units. And we just lost another minor one. It wasn't worth trying to fight that one. Might have been able to win it. It was a distraction force, and it succeeded in its distraction. Okay. Here. This lady has proved to be an amazing defender somehow. She's managed to hold. No one else has. Okay.
Who wishes the red kiss?
Gosh, they're running away. What a shocker.
On death ascendant. Slay them.
Okay, that doesn't matter too much. This is what matters here. We can't win, but if he does attack, I can probably win that battle. Thorngrim. Oh, sorry, that's not Thorngrim. We beat Thorngrim. Okay, we need another army. That's all I can recruit from here. It's kind of disappointing. Let's check agreements. I'd love to get peace with Skarsnik, but I don't think he'll take it. Nope. Oh yeah, we're under siege somewhere, right? Yeah. I really gotta wipe out Azog. He just always shows up at the absolute worst time to cause trouble. Defeat. Okay.
Don't think so. The von Karstein.
Not a valiant defeat now.
I will not disgrace.
He is using a lot of slayers, isn't he? Vlad and Isabella, an army unto themselves, let's be honest. Oh, nice. We got a nice trade on Vlad. Melee, spell, and missile.
Shall know me and tremble. Shed their blood.
Okay, I think
You what?
we should make a push to get their capital,
For this
if I can.
once. What? No, I will not shame my clan.
Kill off this guy just because he's right there. He got 22 of my guys.
My bloodline calls. Going.
Dwarven guys are strong. Okay, let's recruit any of these guys I can recruit. Nope, only you.
Ready. A path will be closed. You dare.
Okay.
Yes, my son.
You know nothing. A step
Hate how they can just encamp to heal in the middle of your territory. I really I disagree strongly with the encampment stance. I could see it reducing attrition taken, but I don't like it otherwise. Treat for now. um,
Ready.
More sleep shines.
upgrade that wall defense. The odds of that coming under siege again are pretty good. That's, yep, that one guy with 6 extra. Whatever, I don't care anymore. We'll do one more turn, see if we get any battles. I really want to take out the Slayer King's faction. He has proved to be one heck of an annoyance. So Zag's up there, or Zog, or whatever his name is. Retreat. Okay, awesome. He just pulled his army out to try and wipe out one of mine, and now I'll get him with Bod. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Actually, you know what? Let's take a change of pace and defend a settlement against greenskins. We're doomed. Let's just point that out. They've got 3 giant spiders, but we might be able to get a kill or two. To be fair, the reason I fortified that settlement was not to be able to defend it. It was to delay it being taken. Hopefully that will be the case. The spider and the trolls are a problem, though. Not to mention he's a magic user. He'll just fly over the battlefield and wreck my troops from above. You know, interesting side fact. If you got units that are vulnerable to magic, putting them on the walls is one of the safest spots. Which is kind of dumb. Not gonna lie. The fact that walls are actually a defensive point is a problem. Okay. What are we looking at here? We're looking at needing to definitely move our troops around. So we get some shots off. Oh, it's this map. Not one of my favorite ones. Okay. Okay, let's start from the end here. Okay. Crypt Ghoul. Crypt Ghoul. Crypt Ghoul. Crypt Ghoul should be there. Skeletal Spearman. All 3 are going to be right here. Oops. Actually, they're going to be right there, as a matter of fact. Skeletal Warrior, useless on this front. Okay. Honestly, that one's useless here as well. Better have to point them over here to try and defend here. I'll just be fodder for the kills. Back there. Zombies. Stick one there. Okay. To defend, though. What do we want? Arrow Tower might be able to help with some kills there. This is going to be bad. Just, it's going to be bad. Oh, wait, somehow I didn't capture that? What the heck? That's a mistake. And weird, too. Okay. Hmm. Oh, no, 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 stop. I want the healing one. There we go. That's going to be more useful. Yeah, what a surprise. What a surprise! Percy's going to do that. Well, at least he's wasting all his magic on useless troops, to some degree. My units there are just gonna die. Well, if we can kill any of those big orc big guns, it'd be worth it. I don't think we will, though. Come on. A little bit more money. Oh, yeah. We managed to destroy one greenskin tower. Interesting. A lot of casualties from that one. The gate has fallen. Delay any advance they do there. We've got anti-infantry that won't be able to do much. Okay, not so bad. We actually defeated them on one front. We held on one front, we completely lost on another one. Okay. Come on, hurry it up. Okay. Oh, we've almost killed some trolls. Turns out skeletal spearmen against large units are actually vaguely effective. Yeah, they're dead. Well, delayed their advance. Of course, it would help if I actually had a tower capable of killing them. You know what? I'm growing to appreciate crypt ghouls way more than I thought I did before. They're actually half decent at not dying. Like, I'm not going to say they won on any battle I've thrown them into, except for Slayers. But they're really hard to kill, aren't they? Because they got that hunger. But once you get the hunger on them, they're really good tanks. It's just kind of funny. Okay. I mean, we're still doomed, but... Azog almost lost to crypt ghouls, which is funny. Well, they're going to lose about half their army, at least, to take this settlement. Problem is, I don't think many of them are actually dead. Okay, these guys won, though. Excuse me. Okay. Nope, wrong one. Now this one, I'm probably going to lose a lot more units versus these trolls, since they're not anti-large. And yep, my general is getting blasted with magic from miles away. I think it's technically called the captain, right? Because it's not a lord. There's no way we're going to pull out a tie here, but it'd be funny if we did. Oh, my crypt ghoul is still fighting on. What a brave crypt ghoul. Can't build it because there's enemies on top of the... I know Valiant's defeat. I guess somehow it counted as enough kills. So, we lost, but we killed at least 3 of their units and delayed their advance for a while. Probably better than auto-resolve would have done, sadly. Honestly, I'm not that worried about him. Azog is not the greatest threat. Honestly, I'm honestly more worried about Norskin than Greenskins as the vampires. So that's the loss of another settlement. As we lose more and more settlements with every turn, it seems. To be fair, it wasn't a good settlement for us, but... figure that would happen. At least they took some casualties. It was only a level 1 capital settlement anyway, so... Okay. Oh, we completed another technology. Dread Animator. Oh, okay. Spirit Shackles, why not? First off, let's smash that army if we can.
This better be important. I am it.
The sound, it sounded like someone just dropped a trash can lid there for a second, which I think is what they probably did to make the sound. Now that guy could be a problem. He must have been in an ambush stance. Okay, so we're still probably another turn away from being able to siege this settlement down. Ay. They're literally throwing everything they got to block our advance. And it's working to some degree.
Undeath Ascendant. Expand.
Take that settlement back.
Yes, my sire. Now.
He's gonna come for my settlement there, isn't he? We're still under siege here. This guy can probably start moving southwards now. And yes, I'm going to recruit the full army before I process the turn, just because I have a feeling this guy is going to come for my general's head. Can I get peace with anybody, please? This guy will never stop. Skarsnik is in terrible shape, but still wants to keep fighting on. How annoying. To draw off the enemy, I'll start building there. We'll lose that settlement probably. Okay, well, that's gonna be it for this episode. We've managed to take out what, 3 major dwarven armies? Actually, I should look up here. Do we want to try and do anything here? Not really. Oh, I'll give an order to repair that. I'd really like to take Brass Keep, but not with... Possible I could take it. But not with those 2 armies right there. Okay, well, that's it. Thank you guys all for watching. See you all next time. Bye for now.